Looking really forward to that. Um, Before we add the time to have a quick conversation do our invocation, just please remember to keep George Bailey in your prayers. He's in the hospital still, and Scott Lane also is in the hospital. So please remember that. And it is good to see some back who have had medical issues as well. So we're excited to see you so much better. So, Tabitha, please.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we come to you today with hearts of thanksgiving for you providing us with life and breath today. Lord, we ask that you remember those who are both physically and emotionally. I ask that you wrap your hedge of protection around those who are still real through hurricane and those who are bracing themselves for the incoming hurricane. Please protect them and guide them. Lord, we ask that you bless the food that we receive today. May it be for the nourishment of our mind and our bodies for service as Rotarians and as people of this community. I ask that you calm our anxious spirits. We are in the season, and to deliver us from any ills that cause separation. And let us remember that we are one, and we should go forth and provide service in our community in that manner. These are our blessings we ask in your son Jesus' name. Amen.
We join the pledge.
The flag of Jesus to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There. So, Mr. Again.
Okay, my pleasure to introduce our guests today. All your names, raise your hand up so people can recognize where you're seated. Starting with Kim Myers, guest is Tommy. Tiffany Bray, guest of Tabitha. And we got 3 Rotaract. Laurel Reese, the president. Jaleesa Willis, and Eli Rogers. Nikki Franklin, guest of Susan Ferguson, and Ann Baker, who's a guest of our guest speaker. Thanks very much.
Also, we have to all plan. Your being a Rotarian as well. Birthdays and anniversaries, I do, we don't have classes, I got federal stuff, I was on it to October, and I have some of these, but I'm very happy to say happy birthday again. So we have Karen Thompson was last Sunday on the 6th, Corey Ross was also last Sunday, and then Jerry Wine is today, October 9th. And so happy birthday. Jared Jones is tomorrow, the 10th. Club member anniversaries, we have Blanchard was 29 years on October 10th, and still no wedding anniversaries this week. So look forward to some of those next week. I don't have any club announcements. Does anyone else have a club announcement? Okay. If not, we have a few minutes for happy dollars, and if I could go first, because I don't have a dollar, I'll bring it next week. We did put flyers on your table. Former Governor Hill will be in LaGrange tomorrow night, and he is going to be discussing the children's book that he wrote. So 5 to 7 at the LaGrange Memorial Library, we'd like to have you all join us. And he's going to speak, he's going to read to Clearview and Covensville Elementary School on Friday. So look forward to having him with us. So we'd love to have him.
Happy 24th. Lafayette Christian School and the community work at Country John. Wonderful. Kids come out and perform paintings today.
I was with one of my clients, Families for Families, yesterday, and they attended the 61st adoption of kids in foster care this year. So I don't see one time they do that.
I need to IOU it as well, but we had a great work with Michelle Bedingfield this week. The barbecue, the benefit of trooper, we had a heart transplant. But while we were there, Michelle walked up, and there's a shelter in Valdosta that was in very deep crisis area, and we were able to make a contribution from our office through Michelle's shelter to another shelter, and the state troopers agreed to transport it for us. So in spite of the hurricane traffic, our troopers donated their time and went down and delivered a whole room full of diapers, wipes, and other items that we collected through our child immersion program, which gives people an opportunity to kind of do their reparations to the county through those donations and give them to nonprofits. But through Michelle, we were able to help out that shelter in Valdosta that was really important support, and it hopefully the outreach can fix it soon. But great community effort and community work on that, how both barbecue and the job contribution.
Thank you for those announcements. At this time, I'd like to ask Steve Boger to come and introduce our program.
I wasn't able to make it by today. I decided to stay as part of it. Possibly for exercise and part of that cost. Real excited to hear speaking today. I've heard a lot of buzz in the community about it. I've never actually met her. We've seen a couple of emails. So she was actually referred by several members. There were several people kept saying, "You got to get Tracy out." Met her, you heard her, so got such a great talk, got her to speak. And Norma, in the room, yeah. Norma actually referred her, but, you know, there's one year, sorry, yeah, that was, here, what? Yeah, so Norma declined to introduce her. Norma took that for her job. Anyway, my pleasure to introduce, Tracy, and, Tracy Dawson is the founder of Joy Inside here, nonprofit organization, and they provide mental health and suicide prevention resources. Advocacy, support, education, training, coaching, and counseling referral service. And Tracy is very credentialed. She has an honorary doctorate degree in Christian leadership. She also has a master's in healthcare administration and a bachelor's in education with public emphasis. She is a board certified community mental health coach, a certified peer specialist in mental health, and she's a presenter for Economic Scholarship, the National Association for Mental Illness, the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention, and Chief Mental Health Consultation Instructor. She used the Dirk platform as a suicide loss survivor, for shedding light on the stigma that's associated with mental illness, and prevent suicide through application for early intervention. So, I'm excited to have her here today, and I'm looking forward to your stories. Let's welcome the rest of the folks. Microphone down. Great stuff with this guy here.
All right. I'd like to thank everyone here, the Ladies Club, for having me today. I'd like to thank Steve Bowler. I'd also like to thank Connie Hensler, President Norma for the invitation, and so many others that are here that have helped me as I arrived here in North Beach. My husband and I from Cleveland, Ohio. There are so many people here that has helped me to get to where I am. And I'm still not there yet, but we all are getting there. According to Georgia Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disability, Region 6 had 237 suicide deaths in 2021, which equates to 6,567 years of potential life loss. Compared to other regions, Region 6 had the highest death in people of 65 years of age and older, and the lowest in those 12 to 17 years old. According to NAMI, mental health in Georgia, 68.4% of Georgians ages 12 to 17 who have a depression did not receive care in the last year. 10,234 people in Georgia are homeless, and 1 in 6 live with a serious mental health condition. In Georgia, 1,569 lives were lost to suicide, and 314,000 adults had thoughts of suicide last year. 1 in 4 people with a serious mental illness has been arrested by the police at some point in their lifetime, leading to over 2 million jail bookings of people with serious mental illness each year. 2 in 5 adults in jail or prison have a history of mental illness. 7 in 10 youth in the juvenile system have a mental health condition. This shows an inadequate mental health system and how it affects individuals, families, and our communities. This is why Joy Inside Tears was
Calling y'all today. John told me I could call her and she, yeah. So it's not.
You might have to, because it's just, I don't know. Use it here? Yeah, you can use it. Okay, did you match it?
Maybe it's working now.
Carry. Okay.
Thank you so much. So once again, this is how I'm really trying to do this before. Our mission is to provide mental health and suicide prevention resources, advocacy support, education, training, coaching, and counseling referral services to our community. Our vision is to end the stigma associated with mental health and for those who suffer in silence. About us. Joy Inside Tears was founded after the loss of my son Noah to suicide in 2021. It became my mission to share light on suicide prevention and mental health. And by sharing my story, I would like to see that awareness helps us to understand things better and normalize communication about mental health and prevention, and to end the stigma associated with it, as long as we try to encourage early intervention and prevention in our community. We have resources available that we do provide from our local, state, and government agencies. Joint Inside Tears also have their own resources, but we're here to aid in early intervention. And that's important for us to be able to help save lives and improve the entire condition of people suffering with mental health conditions and recovery. When we think of recovery, most of us think about possibly substance abuse, or we think of drug abuse. Recovery are also in mental health for those who have probably had ideations and those that have had attempts. Those people are also in recovery. The difference is when they come for support, they're not welcome, like those who are going to the hospital for probably surgery or something that a harm happens, or you can name the name and list and go on and on about the reception. If they come back into our community from a 1013 or from a mental health institution or psychiatric facility, they are not received back with cards, balloons, gifts, or that much comfort. So we need to try to make sure we're being able to understand what they're going to, have understanding and compassion for those who are in the hospital for medical surgery. We need to try to find a way to normalize for them that it's okay to not be okay. I'll go back because I wanted to share and talk about photos that you need. Every photo in this slide is Joy Inside Tears, active in the community. That first picture, I have attended mental health community support nights. And in that photo, we have Miss Grange, which is Abby Houston. She's now a sophomore at Kennesaw. She came to speak. She found me on Google because what she was trying to find for herself, it wasn't in her.
So she Googled suicide prevention or something that had to do with what I do. And my name came up, kind of linked right away. She came to our meeting to share with the peers, because sometimes the peers need to hear from their own age group. Adults can talk to children all day, when they're hearing from someone in their age group or their dynamic, they kind of see. So, this is a range. In her greatness, is able to stand and talk about her ideas. That is her platform that she uses. Hopefully she'll go on to be America, Mr. George, everything in her heart desires. But that is what her platform is. Her ideations came about at a very young age. And she said the only thing that stopped her from probably dying by suicide, she thought about her mother was in the other room and what that would do to her family. She was very young. So now that she got the support that she needed from her family and her friends and female was able to champion her, she's able now to succeed. She has her medication, she has her treatment, and she's doing just fine. So that's one of the greatest stories that we hear in our. That next photo, we were at the family resource day, so we reached a lot of those that said, Clearview Elementary. And that's always a joy to be resources to parents and to know who should be done. The second one is design. The fourth one is where we were in, with the Review Council. I had taken this range over there and spoke to the council about the things that she needs and how they can serve at some point. So sooner or later, we'll probably do something for this. Support. Support comes in many forms. It won't look the same for all of us. So when we're needing support, most importantly, people want to be heard. People want you to listen. Provide the validation that they need because they want to be encouraged. They want to be confident in difficult times. It is very different, as I stated earlier, for someone that comes home to a place that if they have to be watched and they have to be monitored because they did with an attempt try to take their life and they're still here. That's harder than being gone for them. So you want to make sure we are being very mindful, very compassionate, and very concerned about our fellow. Your neighbors, your coworkers, everyone needs support in some support. So in these pictures, I provide a community support meeting for third and fourth Tuesday of every month. And we're also months because I need to also get my roots along together. So we can't go far like I would love to, but I have to make sure I'm well inside there. So some of these photos, I was just given the opportunity to go to Kimberly Clark Corporation. She was supposed to be there. It's okay. I'm just kidding. He was supposed to be there with me, but I was so thankful I was able to go. She could not. And it was very rewarding to see that the workplace wants to have their employees supported. This was for suicide prevention awareness month. September, they supported their employees. They had encouragement and mocktails. So I was able to speak to their employees, not knowing what some of them had gone through, but they were able to talk to me afterwards and share some of their stories. And I shared my story.
So we don't know what anyone is going through. So that's why we have to be mindful of how we are walking amongst them. So, Kimberly Clark, we read some amazing conversations. Two of the other pictures was at my building space that was one of our community support meetings. And we were able in that, we understood that everyone does not understand about the differences in counselor, a therapist, a psychiatrist. So we were able to have a licensed professional come in, many come in, and I'm thankful that I have a community that were to support during volunteers. They were able to share with them in the meeting the differences and why we need to have the resources, why we need to get the help, why we need to seek professional help and make sure we share that with others along the way. Advocacy. We advocate on behalf of families, individuals, and our community to advance the goal to help implement policies that can help change mental health and suicide prevention in our state. We connect with government officials. As you see on some of these pictures, we have been at several state capitol days. We have been there with even the kids earlier this year, my husband and I. We get a chance to write. I write the letters. The most recent one I had to see is to make sure the suicide prevention awareness is on a national law, a national day. For the national day, because it has to be a national thing that we recognize. I mean, it's 365 days. And for someone that's a lost survivor, it's also 365 days. But a month that we can provide any kind of support to those that need it is better than enough. So the picture on the bottom here, this was our second annual suicide prevention awareness event that we had in Square on September. The first year, we did provide awareness and information resources to over 100 community members. This year, in doubled. We were able to provide resources, education, and awareness to 213 community members. During the month of May, which was Mental Health Awareness Month, I was thankful that we had the support of, and I don't really say names, but I have to say names, only because she supported me in my endeavor to fundraiser the whole campaign. Many of you in here, their businesses, their individual participation, we were able, just by her making a video out of the picture, she took my vision and she worked with me and we came up with this video. We maybe have, we might have close to 80 photos, I do believe, 70 or 80 photos. She took the photos, made the video that I wanted to have to display hope for our community. We were able to raise $3,500 just through that whole campaign. On a Spirit Night with Miss Norman Bird for Scoops, we were able to do very well and to help her support her business. So everything we do in the community, it ties back to giving back. It makes a difference when we're all working together with one common goal, and that's just to help one another. So the education and training, we do collaborate joint side series with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. We're able to do more than that for parents, teachers, and staff, and students at the schools at any time all these programs are free. We also are able to provide parents, students, and teachers, and the staff in the silent tsunami as a presentation. That would just be their program that I present for them, but we're able to take this into really any place, meaning your, faith-based communities. We're able to take this into the workforce, your local businesses if you need to get training for anyone, especially with our teen and first aid certification. We need to become educated in science and in science. We have to understand what some mental health challenge may be suffering through, what they may be going through. You need to know what that looks like. And with teen and adult mental health first aid, it's just like your CPR, first aid certification is for 3 years. Many of you may have taken CPR certification and you never use it because you're every day. So we have to stay vigilant and learn what we would do with someone with a mental health challenge. So that certification will give you a non-linear plan, because we can start that in any part, wherever that person is at, whether they're exhibiting signs, symptoms, or if they're in crisis. So it helps you to better help an individual that is suffering or struggling with a challenge in that moment. That's your family at times, like I said, your coworkers, your peers. So we do offer these certification trainings that are able to do that, or whomever would need that, just contact our organization. Our partners, we partner right now, which I was so excited. I'm so excited. So I partner with everybody here, just like that. And this was such a great experience. Enjoyed by Tuesday. A certificate from Detroit County School System and what we did for their mental health awareness month. We partnered with them to bring an art contest for their teens. And that was during their family mental health awareness month. They held that at the Bridge Library. And I'm going to bring in the great job we did as a partner that provided some of the awards for the children that had the mental health art. So that was really, really good because the theme was, what does mental health mean to me? So they were able to display that and execute that in their drawing. It looks different, as I stated earlier, for everyone. Mental health challenges, what they do that looks different and will look different. So we were able to give them some memberships and some other classes that the range are using to award them. They get to award for that. Well, started with Harmony European Suicide Prevention University event, my sponsor at that time for this September. And we just got with the NCT, Waypoint Beach, and hoping to provide their veterans with peer support in mental health, to have the meetings there that they can talk things through. So we're able to do all of that. It is thankfully in partnership. So again, our services, I'm really excited about the one that we just started, which is one consultation and 3 counseling, third session, for uninsured individuals. God is good. And he was able to provide them through that money. I was a fundraiser to help in that, to do 5% of our licensed professional counselors, or we do have some volunteer counselors that help us in that way. Two, if you know anyone that needs to serve, 1, consultation, free, and 3 free counseling sessions to anyone in our city. or somebody that are uninsured. Now, we have had people that have insurance that we found out very quickly, they don't know how to navigate the providers for their mental health services. So we have, I think these are your Medicare, Medicaid. I don't really know that much of the difference, but in that space, we didn't turn away, we take them. And at the end of the session, we're able to then look at their insurance and show them or guide them where they need to go. Because the counselors will know more about that part or who they can say, okay, this person together, this, we can get help that way. Or if they can even see them, that's fine. I just want to make sure they transition to the best, space that they can be in. Because mental health is real and suicide is preventable. Seeing mental health first thing that I said, you've been out of the coaching. If your children, and that could be, if they have a basketball coach, a cheerleading coach, a jump rope coach, you go on and on, dance coach, just a lot of coaches. But know that children are trying to balance a lot in that way, the academics, because we want them to excel, we want them to succeed. So that is what you're going to coach without a coach. Simply because we realize their brain hasn't even finished developing. So for all the things that we overload or we want them to live vicariously through our lives, things that we didn't do, perhaps, because it happens. A little bit about my son. I can only tell you he was taught excellence. So in being taught excellence, by 21, my son had 2 careers. One was a lineman for Cleveland Public Power. He would have been a lineman, probably journeyman, and everything by now. He would have been not even 24 years old at this time. He's 30 years now. And he also was given the sergeant position in the National Guard, Army National Guard. They gave me the flag, they gave me the promotion, everything at the memorial. Would have been able to go to school, then he was a desire, he was just that smart. Scholarship, anything, he was just groomed in that way for greatness. So this is how I do know who knows the pressures that children are under and how we want to make sure all of this is okay. But if they're pushed into spaces and situations, say for instance, there was a star quarterback and they missed that ball, game's over. That can make someone depressed. That can make someone feel down because they have that thought, I lost the game. And everybody else is looking, you lost again. And he's like, oh man, so you go home and you're thinking of all these things, and you're not really able to point your finger at why they may be feeling some type of way differently. And you're definitely going to show them that he wasn't your own, things happen. Doesn't make it easier for them to not feel something internally. So we experience anxiety in that way, depression in that way. Some young ladies, they have eating disorders due to some things, trying to fit into the picture of how society is viewed through the media, socially. They want to emulate someone else. It's a lot of pressure. So please make sure if there's any opportunity, someone can talk to each other. It doesn't have to be about counseling. It's coaching. Checking in with them. How are you doing? How are you balancing? What's going on? What's new? Totally different from council. Adult mental health first aid, we also now are able to offer grief and peer support services, as I said. So we are offering grief support because we realize a lot. It does not mean it has to be by one form or another. Grief is grief, and everybody is everywhere. Very differently, again. So your grief, divorce, death, job. Grief happens in so many different narratives. So just don't look at it as someone's grieving because there's someone has passed away. For everyone in different narratives. Something didn't go your way, your contract failed. What am I gonna do now? So you might walk around in that stupor until you figure it out. That's mental. That's your mental health. So again, we do offer our community support meetings, the 14th of the month. We won't have one this month because I'm a little bit busy to provide other things that God has allowed me to do. As glory, if I can say that. He has allowed me to do so many things through Him. I don't stand before you in my own strength. As a mother, I hurt. But I have strength because God has given it to me. I have support because it's like I said, it's different for everybody. You all here now, the more. So just so you know, it's very, very good. Oh, and I'm having my husband here. Gotta be some here. He's a rock, I mean, that holds everything together. I support years of everything I gotta say. It's just really interesting how he knows. So I want to say thank you for having myself, join Science here. Here's a little bit of contact information. You can visit us on the website. You can email us at 4.5 years, our number is there. And we also have a mini story, if you don't come by, call first. Because there's a walking. It's not like people can come in that. It would be nice if we have our office days in there Tuesday through Friday from 10 to like 3 to 4 p.m. You might see Mr. Alfred, so we're out here in this community to make sure that we support anyone and everyone that needs help, that needs resources, that needs advocacy, that needs support, that needs training, that needs education, that needs coaching, and that needs counseling services. Or those free counseling sessions I know most of you probably actually. So I always say, not y'all coming. So if you decide, please let someone, please tell someone about some of the things I've shared here today. We are all about the word. About the word. And the word is not over till we leave here. Thank you.
Tracy, thank you so much. I know most all of us have been touched by a family member or someone with mental illness or suicide, and we know how important it is that you're here and providing services in our community. So we really appreciate both of you being here. In honor of speaking today, we'll make a donation to Polio Plus, which is Rotary's initiative to eradicate polio worldwide. So thank you again. We're excited about or looking forward to having you as one of our new members. So thank you for that. Just a couple of announcements. We do have some great programs coming up. We'll learn about airline trends and updates next week. The following week, we'll have, Randy Hartley tell us more about Project Zero. And then we'll end the month with, the president of Valdosta State University as our speaker. So 3 more great programs coming up, and look forward to having you all back here with us. To end our meeting, we'll ask you all to stand, and we'll, go to the 4-way test. And right. We're gonna be in trouble. So hopefully we all have it enough. But anyway, the 4-way test. This is where you're in.
Federal issues will independently of all concern.
Okay.